Sirens blaring on the streets of major American cities, news channels reporting another incident of shooting, and the newspapers headlining another brutal homicide. All this has become routine for citizens in the US in recent years. The United States, the self-proclaimed custodian of democracy, has become quite the antithesis in the last few years. The recent incident of gun violence in America's largest city, New York, that left one police officer dead, has once again raised questions over rising crime and lawlessness, and has brought the spotlight back on the Biden administration's promise to improve public safety. Rise in violent crimes across the country is one of the biggest challenges that face America. As per the CDC data, murder rates in the US exploded in 2020, up 30% from 2019, the largest single-year increase in 100 years. The numbers have continued to rise in 2021. Montana, South Dakota, Delaware, and Kentucky reported the highest increase in crime last year. Now, the political fight between the two sides has also been intensifying, with the GOP blaming Democratic policies for the rise in crime rates. Experts say that there are several factors to be blamed for rising crime, including the scars of the coronavirus pandemic and a breakdown of trust between police and the communities they serve. There is a large number of weapons in the hands of American civilians. It is a daunting problem with deadly consequences. There is a dire need for efforts to create gun safety rules. Another major challenge is that the police departments are stretched thin by attrition. Now, the pandemic woes continue too, but when we look at the developed world, the failure of the United States is breathtaking. In the Netherlands, the number of murders in 2020 dropped from already low figures. The total number of homicides was less than 7 per 1 million people. Now, that's about 1/10 the rate in the United States. While the world witnesses lawlessness gripping the United States, both its current and previous administrations have focused more on situations in other countries rather than solving its own. In an advisory in November last year, the United States highlighted crimes against women as a major concern for travelers coming to India and put India in the level 2 category of travel destinations. The advisory asked travelers to exercise increased caution while traveling to India. The United States issued a similar advisory for Mexico, as well as raising the alert to level 3, asking travelers to exercise caution and reconsider travel. The State Department advisory said that violent crimes such as homicide, kidnapping, carjacking, and robbery is widespread and common in Mexico. The bigger question is that what gives the US the right to fearmonger about other countries? Its own citizens are experiencing record crime rates, and more importantly, how would the US respond to similar advisories from other countries for its citizens traveling to the United States?
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.